All right, so welcome to another Allsigns. And let's start with the zodiac sign of Aries. And let's see what Aries needs to know. But first, using the Cosmic Creatures deck, Aries, we're going to see what animal best represents you at this time. Let's see for Aries. So, what animal best represents Aries at this time, Source? What animal best represents Aries at this time? The dragonfly. All right, Aries, let's look into this dragonfly. This is what animal best represents you at this time. Evolution, adaptation, and growth. At Aries, when the dragonfly flies into your life, you're being asked to adapt to the circumstances at hand. So if you've been dealing with challenges, kind of ups and downs, you're being really good at learning how to adapt with them. Change is coming. You probably sense this, Aries, whether you like it or not, and how you react will be a test of your character. The dragonfly aids you in upholding your integrity, perseverance, and flexibility, testing your faith in the process. The dragonfly appears to remind you of your higher power, that even though you are being thrown into the hands of fate, you have everything at your disposal to handle whatever comes your way. The dragonfly can change direction with ease, creating flight patterns that often appear effortless. Once you get the hang of these cycles, you too will be generating your own flight patterns. Will be able to navigate these curveballs with ease. So you're gaining experience, you know? The dragonfly invites you to look at the silver lining. Ask yourself, why is this showing up for me and what can I learn from it? Only then will you grow. All right, Aries. So the dragonfly also represents like getting in touch with true self, like seeing yourself very clearly, getting in touch with true self. You also could be feeling quite curious at this time with the dragonfly. You could be trying to overcome overthinking because your thoughts can shift. So your thoughts are changeable. So I think it's like being mindful of your thoughts, making sure that you're switching your thoughts from that is more negative or heavy to that that's more light or less distressing or even more truthful to you. All right, source messages for Aries. Messages for Aries. Yeah, you could be going through a period of frustration. Could be dealing with a masculine, that can be you going through periods of frustration. But again, you're learning how to adapt, you're learning how to shift. Let's look at the funnel here. Let's see if there's anything kind of stands out to me about this funnel. Yeah, so you have A funnel heaped with grain stands on the neck of a large stone bottle. It will take a long time to fill the bottle, as only a small amount can go through the funnel at any one time. So maybe feeling frustrated how long something's taken. But the farmer has many bottles to fill and is impatient with the amount of time it is taking. This symbol indicates that you will go through a period where you will be frustrated because events move slowly. But at the end of this period, you will find you have learned a valuable lesson, which you would not have learned had events moved faster. And we did get that with the dragonfly. So let's get a little bit more here. Let's pull some tarot on this. Tarot for Aries. Hey, Crystal, welcome in. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, you're kind of assessing the past, Aries. And I do see you're starting to overcome these past hangups that's been keeping you stuck. And it is taking a little bit of time to get into the smoother water, but you are transitioning in that direction. I do see that what you're learning is going to assist you in the future. Because the Six of Cups is going to be like the past giving a gift to the future. So, what it is that you're learning here, it is going to assist you in the future. You're going to be grateful for this lesson that you are learning. And you wouldn't have learned it if it happened, if things moved quicker. You may have missed the lesson, missed something very valuable. So there's something here when it comes to you assessing the past that you're not meant to overlook. You're meant to see something here. And I do feel like you're going to find a lot of happiness, forgiveness, even with the judgment. Judgment would be like forgiveness. So can the Ace of Cups. Because you're meant to release something from the past so you can embrace this future ahead of you. Ooh, dropping cards. See what that is. See if it's a side message. Yeah, some of you may find a sense of understanding in some sort of conflict as you're turning conflict into gold. Here. See for Aries. Yeah, you're meant to see something clearly that you may have been kind of confused about with this Delulu card. When it comes to something from the past here, yeah, it's like I feel like you're getting more comfortable with setting healthy boundaries. It's like you're realizing where your boundaries are, and that's important. So you're realizing where your boundaries are and where you need to set those boundaries. And that's kind of helping you learn this lesson here that you're going to carry with you into the future about what your boundaries are, what makes you feel like your boundaries are violated, and then finding solution to that. And setting healthy boundaries, you can do that in a very graceful way. Like, it doesn't have to be a fight. It can just be stating your boundaries, and that's it, you know? Because again, it's like you're getting in touch with your true self. So you're understanding yourself on a deeper level here, Aries. See, messages for Aries. And the Six of Cups says, like, if you've been feeling like you haven't been met with compassion, things are going to turn around and you will feel like you're being met with more compassion, whether it's coming from yourself, the universe, others here. So for Aries, Source. Yeah, you got fated events here. Yeah, there it is. Try not to absorb any more external energy and carve out some essential alone time to give you a chance to experiment and discover who you really are as an individual. This is like hermit energy. Yeah, there's something you're meant to learn here because there's something that is destined to be yours and yours alone. Trust in the power of the divine forces to gently guide you towards where you should be. Yeah, you're being guided. But there's something you have to learn first about boundaries, about who you truly are. So stick with it and see where it takes you. Because you do have wish fulfillment here and it's arriving soon. Believe that whatever you're wishing for right now will come true and it's just around the corner. This means it can arrive at any time. The universe is helping you in and is on your side. So you're getting a lot of compassion from the universe here, gift from the universe. And it's what you're learning. All right. So we're going to keep these collectives kind of short because I'm still getting used to the Allsigns. So we're going to move on to Taurus now. Okay, so moving to Taurus. All right, Taurus. Welcome in. So let's see what messages for Taurus. So first we're going to see an animal that represents you at this time, Taurus. So what's an animal that represents Taurus? Animal that represents Taurus at this time, Source. All right, Taurus, you're being represented as the sloth. Oh, how cute. Taurus is a sloth. So let's see. All right, Taurus. So the sloth is about ease, diplomacy, and leisure. Take it easy. The sloth spends its days among the treetops, lounging around in eternal ease. When the sloth appears in your path, it's a sign to chill out and enjoy the pleasures of life. And that's very much like Taurus. Taurus is about luxuries of life, the finer things of life, good people, good company, good food. There is no rush and no destination. There's simply right here, right now. Even when faced with decisions, the sloth likes to ruminate and think on its next course of action, seeing many perspectives and evaluating all sides. Because of this, sloths are very diplomatic in nature, acting as the liaison between parties and bringing them together with a sense of unity. Sloths are altruistic in nature, finding the best in every person they meet and every situation they come across. An introspective animal, the sloth is the classic daydreamer, thinking up new ideas but rarely taking action on them. There's time to ponder and there's time to do, but for now, enjoy this moment for what it is, space for you to simply be. All right, nice, Taurus. Okay, so let's get messages for Taurus, Taurus. I'm gonna shuffle these a little bit. Messages for Taurus. Ooh, success, Taurus. And key, successful outcome to your problem. Yeah, it's like you're kind of solving problems here. Again, it's like you're dreaming a lot, you're being very diplomatic, you're thinking about your course of action, and I feel like you're going to find solution here. Yeah, lucky is Aquarius who chooses this card. It signifies there will be a successful outcome to the problems you are now facing. So let's get some tarot on this for Taurus. That's good for Taurus. Let's do it more for Taurus here. Yeah, seizing the day. Yeah, you're working through things. There you are, Taurus, Libra Taurus. Yeah, it's like you're able to stay balanced amongst like stressful situations, and it's helping you come up with a creative solution. And the King of Cups, like the cup cards, they're mostly about manifesting, like drawing opportunities to them, and that's what you're doing as you're sitting there exploring yourself, being quite introspective. It's like in doing so, you're shifting your energy and you're drawing solutions to you, like maybe getting them directly from source. Um, and you're also developing new neural pathways with the Empress. So it's like you're seeing things in new perspectives. There's potential for something new here as you're working through things. I do see you finding solution with the Page of Cups. You're evolving with the Empress. You're evolving. Because you're gathering information here. And you're working through things. Seven of Wands. You're keeping the beneficial ideas, discarding the others, finding out what works, what doesn't work with the Seven of Wands. Some of you are really defending your beliefs because you're coming from good intentions with the Knight of Swords. You may be pitting your ideas against the ideas of others. But it's coming from good place. You're feeling quite creative with that Page of Cups there. Let's see for Taurus. . Look at it a little bit more source for Taurus. You've given yourself permission here. Cakeage. You've given yourself permission to feel or choose. And you no longer need outside approval here. You're liberating yourself emotionally, Taurus. You've given yourself permission to celebrate. And again, it's like you're working through things that are beneficial. Like you're keeping those ideas that are beneficial, Aries. Taurus. Like the successful outcome to your problem, it may, other people may not agree with it, but you're giving yourself permission to choose because you no longer need outside approval. Is what I'm getting there, Taurus. And you're being very diplomatic, though, with the sloth. Remember, you're being very diplomatic with it, though. Let's see, for Taurus. New life, yeah. Justice. Yeah, you're righting a wrong here. Yeah, wasting time. You're tired of wasting time living in the past. It says quit waiting for someone to return or for things to unfold precisely as you desire. You have to show up to your new life, your new world, and your new way of doing things. Taurus, you have this new life. New life is on its way. Will be like the surge of fresh energy infusing your projects, work, and creative concepts with electrifying potential. Luck is definitely on your side, and you have justice here, order, righted, wrongs, law. If you've encountered unfair treatment, trust that your guardian angels will provide clarity to help resolve the situation in your favor and restore harmony back into your life. That's right, Kaja. Come on, you can come in. You want to come in? Okay. All right, so that's what we have for Taurus. Mm-hmm. It is. You're welcome, Jonah. Okay, and let's move on to Gemini. All right, Gemini. Let's see. Okay, so let's get an animal that represents Gemini. Gemini, you may have something trying to get your attention. You know? Here, let's see. What animal best represents Gemini at this time, Source? What animal best represents Gemini at this time? Gemini, you're represented by, the dragon. Okay, Gemini. Gemini ain't messing around here. He's a wannabe. The dragon, Gemini, is about elemental magic, fortune, and longevity. Dripping with ancient magic and wisdom, this mythical creature transcends challenges and offers you valor, bravery, and courage in the face of the unknown. The dragon is the guardian of your hidden treasures and invites you to dive deeper into the secret map of who you are on a soul level. What hidden desires are you keeping locked up? Although doing so keeps them safe from harm, it would be a disservice to hide your passions and gifts from others. Let them roar. Ignite the way to your personal truth. No matter who or what stands in your way, on this quest, use the alchemical elements of air, fire, water, and earth to aid you. Dragon medicine is dynamic. It can provide metaphysical knowledge to move through space, protection from evil forces, and the wingspan to keep flying beyond the stratosphere. Let yourself be known as a dragon guides you to your limitless potential. All right, Gemini. All right, so Source, there's a message for Gemini here. Gemini had a good reading yesterday, too. All right, messages for Gemini, Source. She wants to snuggle, but I'm busy right now. I'm busy, Nona. Well, you can come up here. You can sit right there if you want. See, messages for Gemini, Source. News is on the way. Solid foundation, success with efforts. All right, Gemini, so you got some news here. See what this card says. This symbol indicates that the Aquarius will soon be receiving news or a package or a letter. However, the symbol does not indicate whether the news will be good or bad, but I feel like it's going to be good. It's going to help you build foundation here with the Tower. Yeah, this tower is built on solid foundation, will last when others have fallen. This card advises you that success rarely comes without great effort and should always be built on a solid foundation. Success that appears overnight generally departs the same way. So I feel like you got news coming that there's successful foundations here. And it's because you've learned from the past that what didn't work, you've rebuilt many times in your life, and now you're building something solid here. Some of you could be receiving news, good news in regards to this, or some of you it could be a package that helps. Maybe you're waiting for something to come in the mail, or waiting for some sort of, contract, something like that. More for Gemini. And what you protect is safe. What you value is safe, like what the dragon is saying here. Yeah, and you're ready to share. Like you have gifts to share. Like the dragon was saying, like you may be guarding your treasure, but it's something like you're meant to share. So let's see. Let's get more for Gemini. Source. Yeah, being strong like the lion. Yeah, you're overcoming challenge. You're translating experiences into wisdom. You may have had people undermine you, or you've had challenges, but you're listening to your intuition. You have some sort of great conceptual idea. The high priestess can be seen kind of like the womb. So you have some sort of great conceptual idea. And it's like you've been evaluating your investments, what you have to invest, the growth of something you've been working on here. You could be cutting things out, making alterations. And I do see like you're showing great strength right now, great passion, great compassion as well. As you're molding something like clay, the strength could be like molding something, like you're molding this foundation. And there's a lot of compassion that you're showing when it comes to healing some sort of challenge in your life. And again, you're translating old experiences into wisdom with the high priestess. Finding the treasure, finding the gem in the darkness. So a little bit more for Gemini here. You're healing the heart, Gemini. Let's see, messages for Gemini. Oh, that's a side message? Yeah, you do have mascot. I think it's from the universe. You are a good person, Gemini. And you do belong here, of course. And you have good fortune. And I think Spirit Source is kind of motivating you here. This is a side message for Gem. Give me 1 second. You want now? You keep coming. You mess up things. You be all over the cards, everywhere. No, you keep coming. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Messages for Gemini Source. Yeah, you're seeing where your boundaries need to be strengthened here. You may have felt like maybe you started losing your authenticity. Maybe you were dealing with, people that were kind of undermining you, right? But you have some sort of idea, turning visible ideas into visible form. Like you're turning something, you have some sort of conceptual idea. And it's like you're having strength here because you realize like maybe where you had failed to keep strong boundaries. You're done with people pleasing due to fear of conflict. You're realizing where you may have given too freely, trusted too soon. Maybe you didn't have clear limits, and you struggled to maintain them. And so you're having this strength here to give yourself permission to choose what's in your highest and best good, Gemini. And you're being encouraged. Because you do embody the essence or values of a good person here. And you do have good fortune coming your way. And source is motivating you here. Because you're building solid foundation now. Because again, you've had to rebuild because the foundation wasn't solid. Because you lacked certain boundaries here. Where maybe you were people pleasing. You weren't doing what it is that you felt truly called to do. Because of fear of conflict. So now you're finding the courage here and you're forgiving yourself, you're forgiving others, you're having compassion, and you're able to remove the swords out of your heart and protect that which is yours. Now let's see what comes through here for Gemini. Because you do have something very valuable to share with the dragon energy. For Gemini. Yeah, community. You've learned lessons here, Gem. Visionary, invention, ingenuity. It might require multiple trial and error attempts before your desired creation materializes. So your trial and error here. But during this process, a significant level of ingenuity is needed, moving beyond mere logic and reason. So again, you're believing in this magic, being very innovative. But you're going to build solid foundation this time here. So we got community, public, collective, social. Now is the perfect moment to establish new connections and communicate your intentions, whether they're personal or professional. Your guides will help orchestrate meaningful encounters. As you're learning and educating yourself, you will have to learn the necessary lesson about boundaries here in order to be free from it for good. Embrace the opportunity to learn and evolve, and it will pave the way for a new way of life. You're making yourself very solid and strong, Gemini. All right, Gem. All right. It's a good reading, Gemini. So let's move to Cancer. All right, Cancer. So let's see what animal represents you at this time. All right, Source. So what animal best represents Cancer at this time? All right, Cancer, you're being represented as the toucan. Hmm. All right, Cancer. Broadcast, speak up, and improvise. Speak up. The toucan is emboldened with the gift of gab and has impeccable communication skills. It's time to share your ideas far and wide as you have an audience that wants to hear them. Toucans are known for their colorful feathers and unpredictable movements, demonstrating that you can let yourself relax when it comes to knowing exactly what to say and how to say it. Improvise and let what you want to express be a natural reflection of you. Others will be attracted to your colorful way of showing up, the toucan, and it will inspire them to do the same. If you experience stage fright or fear of public speaking, call on the toucan to help heal any doubt or feelings of unworthiness. The toucan is a social animal and encourages you to find a flock where you feel safe to share your ideas. The support of your circle can skyrocket your confidence and boost your success. Vocalize your needs and allow yourself to be heard. So let's get some messages here for Cancer. Source. Messages for Cancer. Love, deep affection and caring, and temporary situation here. There is an exciting event, Cancer. So this card of caring indicates that you either feel love or deep affection for someone, or that someone will have feelings of love or deep affection for you. We have tent, which is interesting. This card indicates that certain situations you're now experiencing are only temporary and that they will soon pass. These situations could be good or bad for you, but the card does not reveal this, only that they are temporary situations which will soon pass. So you can look into that, Cancer. All right, so let's look into this for Cancer. We got for Cancer here, Source. There you are in your power, Cancer. Yeah, so someone may communicate affection towards you. It could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius doesn't have to be. This is also you looking beneath the surface in situations in your life as you're being called to make some sort of decision with the lovers. Because you may have been a bit withdrawn, Cancer, with the Hermit. But I do feel that you're getting ready to go out and communicate and connect with others. You might be a bit of a hermit, a bit of an introvert. So I think it's like saying, like, you can always recharge. You can always go back here, go back, recharge. This is all signs, Vigil. You got Virgo and Cancer here, but you're very much in your power. Some of you could be sharing some sort of advice with the Hermit or seeking the advice of a mentor. And you could be getting some very heartfelt advice about maybe the challenges that you're facing are merely temporary. Let's get some more for Cancer. You could be choosing some sort of new path with the Cancer card. This is like a little side message, Cancer. Yeah, it's like you're rising to the challenge or being overwhelmed. Yeah, it's like sink or swim, Cancer. Give it all you got or let it go. You prefer rich experiences over shallow ones. You're living more intentionally and you're making real impacts, quality versus quantity. You're showing up quite Sigma, like independent, self-reliant individual. You take control, you're authoritative, you're non-conforming. You're deciding to swim, Cancer, yeah. And you're going after rich experiences. Let's see. Okay, for Cancer. Another side message. Some of you could be getting in relationships with others. Or maybe there was a situation during the fall or winter in a connection that you are kind of dealing with at the moment, maybe making some decisions around. Let's see. Just for Cancer. So. Yeah, some of you may have been in hermit mode, right? Where you were kind of unseen, you know? But I feel like you're getting ready to step out with this Chariot card, with the gravy train. Yeah, you're getting rewards, big rewards. You could be improving your connections with others here. Could be benefiting from work or from luck. Because it's like, I think you're stepping back out into the world, and I think you're having success here, Cancer. Where you're putting in just a little bit of effort and you're getting big rewards. Going out of current mode looks like Cancer. So let's get messages for Cancer. You're being guided by the universe. The stars on the canopy represent being guided by the universe. Taking leaps of faith, yeah? Messages for Cancer, source. Mentor, yeah. Some of you sought guidance. Passion ignited, desire and excitement. It's time to find joy in life's simple pleasures. Whenever you learn to enjoy in what lights you up, then your vibration will rise and attract more passion and contentment into your life. So we have mentor here, teacher, wise counsel. Your ancestors no longer want you to walk this path alone. They are guiding you to connect with the right people who can provide valuable support as you navigate through the next chapter of your adventure. And you have fertile soil, auspicious, fruitful, and ripe. Get clear on what you desire for yourself and your future. Timing is vital. Now is the time to plant the seeds for your future. From now on, you will achieve greater results than ever before. Good reading for Cancer. Okay, so moving on to Leo. Right, Leo. All right, Source, let's get an animal that represents Leo at this time. What animal best represents Leo at this time, Source? Leo, you're being represented as the ram. Leader, warrior, and achievement. Grab life by the horns. The ram boldly shows you the way to step outside your comfort zone and embody the role of the leader. The road ahead will test and challenge you, and the ram assists in providing much needed stamina for the journey ahead. The top of its head is flanked by 2 spiral horns, giving the cosmic creature a special power to activate your mental capabilities, combining imagination with initiation. You have the ability to envision the future, and the ram is assigned to take action to build your ideal tomorrow. The ram is a warrior, charging headfirst to achieve its goals and reach new heights. Follow your curiosity to stimulate your greatest asset, your mind, as you will be surprised where it leads you. Remove obstacles by reframing your thoughts. There are many ways to solve a problem. The ram expands your horizons by encouraging you to absorb as much knowledge as you can. With knowledge comes power. So let's get messages here for Leo. Messages for Leo Source. Solutions in the balance that require careful handling. Pleasure with a close friend. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, you may feel like something's kind of lacking in your life, but I feel like you're taking the lead and you're following your curiosities here. So we have grasshopper. You have a lot of luck. Grasshoppers can mean luck. A grasshopper rests on a stalk of grass. It looks too frail to carry its weight, but the grasshopper is perfectly balanced until it moves. When it does move, it will have to move with great care or risk falling off. This symbol advises Aquarius that there are situations in the balance that require extreme delicate handling. It also advises Aquarius to seek professional advice wherever possible before attempting to resolve the issues. You may be getting that from pleasure with close friends with this dog here. This indicates that you will be getting together with friends to have a good time. The friends could be either male or female. So let's pull some tarot here, Leo. Yeah, you're leaving things behind and you're trusting your intuition. Again, you may be seeking the advice. Yeah, Hermit. Seeking the advice here. You could be hanging out with someone that you feel that's a lot of fun. The Queen wants to be someone that's a lot of fun to hang out with. This can also be your energy. Because you're evaluating situations, looking beneath the surface, following your passion, and staying optimistic. You may be taking some time to really withdraw, to listen to your inner teacher, listen to solution here with the Hermit. You could be taking some time here. Some of you could be hanging out. Maybe it's a Pisces for some. Doesn't have to be. You also got Virgo here, Leo, Gemini. Could be any sign, but I do feel like you're seeking out advice and you're listening to your intuition because you're seeking more fulfillment with the Eight of Cups here. Seeking knowledge. Yeah, you're on the hunt for knowledge because you know with knowledge comes power. So in this situation that requires careful handling, it's like you're getting advice here. See for Leo. Messages for Leo. Ooh. Yeah. You're stepping into your power here. You're being seen and heard. You shape the narrative. You could be poking the eye of power, something that may have, you felt like had some sort of power over you. Some sort of challenge. It's like you're not allowing something to have power over you anymore. Taking the lean with the ram. And you're also seeking out advice as well. See Leo, messages for Leo. Messages for Leo. Yeah, your time is valuable. Which is which? Confusion and difficult decision. When you're unsure of what steps to take, pause to gather your thoughts and admit that you may not have a clear plan of action at the moment. You'll know what to do when the timing is right. So you're kind of like, putting it to the side and seeking out advice, listening to your intuition. You have your time matters here. You have time matters, wasting time and living in the past. I think you're leaving some past situation behind. Says quit waiting for someone to return or for things to unfold precisely as you desire. You have to show up to your new life, your new world, and your new way of doing things. But you have this glimmering euphoria, happiness, and celebration. Allow your inner light to shine brightly. A wave of good fortune is on the horizon, ushering in an opportunity to welcome more joy and happiness into your life. I think because you're stepping into your power here and you're not allowing something to have power over you anymore. All right, Leo. Moving on to Virgo. Hi, Virgo. If I have the energy off of this, Marilyn, I will, but I'll probably go live again after this, but we'll see. Because we're only on Virgo right now. So we're going to see. All right, so Source, give me an animal that represents Virgo at this time. The chameleon. Hi, Virgo. Versatility, incognito, and camouflage. The chameleon can camouflage itself, choosing to stand out loud and proud or fade into the background. Highly sensitive to the environment, with its help, you may be able to pick up the energy of whatever room you're in. Following your instincts, you can discern when to show off your talents and when to hide them. Sometimes it's best to go incognito until you're ready to reveal your work in progress. You're constantly moving, and there is never a still moment for you. The chameleon can guide you through wild shifts as you confidently step into the spotlight one moment and feel insecure and withdrawn the next. The chameleon asks that you embrace these parts of yourself and accept each moment for what it is, a fleeting passage of time. The chameleon is awakening your intuition, the part of you that moves with knowing. Soak up information through your senses and lay your analytical mind to rest. All right, so let's get some messages for Virgo here. Messages for Virgo, Source. Increase material wealth or spiritual growth. Yeah, with the chameleon. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. So we got goldfish here. This card signifies that the Aquarius will either have an increase in material wealth or will experience spiritual growth during the time frame indicated, which is now. So I do feel like you're growing spiritually, like your senses. You're becoming more in tune to your intuition here. And we have stork. This card signifies that you will have news of a birth or a new business opportunity. If the news does not involve you personally, then it will involve someone close to you. Some of you maybe hear about someone being pregnant, but I feel like there's this increased material wealth. There could be a new business opportunity coming up for you, Virgo. Definitely spiritual growth, because like you're learning how to get out of your analytical mind so much and really tapping into your intuition. Let's see messages for Virgo. I do see an opportunity here, Virgo. Yeah, you may have new contracts come in, justice, new business opportunity. Like if you've been feeling like some area of lack in your life, maybe you've been feeling kind of low in energy or maybe some insecurities at times. Though there are times when you're just loud and proud as well. But I think you're learning how to accept all these different aspects of yourself, and it's helping you to open your heart up to new blessings. I feel like you're trying to make decisions around partnerships in your life as well. Like you're evaluating, and you're rebuilding like this trust of self with the Five of Pentacles. And it's like you're realizing like maybe you've been, just overthinking, overanalyzing, and you're kind of feeling a bit of lack spiritually. And so you're kind of diving back into that spiritual side of yourself. So you're very intuitive, Virgo. So it's like you're tapping into that where you're kind of sensing the energy. And you're working on making decisions here about what you feel like will bring you fulfillment, Virgo. Let's see, Virgo. Messages for Virgo. Yeah, you're going back to like classic ways of like you're going for substance over trendiness. You could be yearning for that good old feeling again. The Four of Cups can mean like wanting to reconnect with that good old feeling again. Because you may have felt like a bit lukewarm, like maybe just kind of feeling a bit lackluster, and you're yearning for that good old feeling again. So I feel like you're going to find it by tapping into your intuition with a chameleon, connecting with that very confident side of yourself. Because you want something of substance. You're craving something of substance, Virgo. Let's see, messages for Virgo. You could be presented with an opportunity to improve finances, to reconnect with that good old feeling again, but there's a blessing being offered to you, Virgo. Messages for Virgo, source. Strategic, yeah. Freedom. Smooth travel. Adventure, relocation. You are currently traveling in the right direction. Any plans you make should go smoothly with no interruptions. There is still much to learn and discover throughout this experience. Strategic action, planning, and smart moves. Take time to organize your tasks. Outline the essential steps to reach your objectives, and be ready to adapt, persevere, and stay prepared. Your success is in your hands. Freedom, liberation, and expansiveness. Let go of dependencies that hinder your ability to live your best life. Don't limit yourself out of fear that there might not be anything better for you just because you cannot see it at the moment. All right, so moving on to Libra. Right, Libra. So let's get an animal that represents Libra source. So what animal represents Libra at this time? Libra, you're being represented by the cardinal. I haven't pulled this card yet. Devotion, romance, and love. Love is on its way. With its bold red plumage, the cardinal carries messages of romance and encourages you to confidently declare your desires. Let your passions drive you forward under this flurry of infatuation. Cardinals are a sign of loyalty and devotion, mating for life once they've found their partner. When a cardinal crosses your path, be on the lookout for anybody that appears in your life around that time. Along with their partnership, family is of utmost importance to cardinals, and they often create close bonds when they are young. They plant roots in a region, providing stability and safety as they raise their next generation. The cardinal could be a sign that you are ready to settle down and start your own family, or deepen your relationship with your existing family. Cardinals can also be signs from loved ones who have passed, a signal of assurance that you're being supported from the other side. You're deeply loved. Aww. That's good. Nice for Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus. So let's see. Messages for Libra source. We got love, care, love, deep affection, and caring, yes. A marriage will take place either romantic or business. Yeah, a distant friend is thinking of you. Okay. It's all about love for Libra. Yeah, so someone is so this card of caring indicates that you will either feel loved or deep affection for someone, or that someone will have feelings of love or deep affection for you. A shining golden ring is surrounded with lilies and roses, indicating both spiritual and romantic love. The symbol signifies that you or someone close to you will soon enter into a marriage. This marriage could either be a romantic union between lovers or a business union for financial gain. So some of you Libras could be connecting with someone that you may be with for a very long time. This is also you. If that doesn't resonate, this is also you feeling deeply loved from past on loved ones as well, or family, or people, your chosen family. There's a lot of love for Libra. Get tarot. Yes. Yeah, someone's offering you love, Libra, are offering some sort of opportunity. You could be quite nervous. This person could have a crush on you as well. But I do see you're also overcoming past hangups when it comes to new opportunities. I see changes for the better for you, Libra, with the death card. There's like death and rebirth as you're shedding the past. Because you have new opportunities here for Libra. Some of you may be asked out, asked to connect with someone here. This could be a business as well for Libra. Doesn't have to be romance. It can be friend, family, maybe getting you out of some sort of funk there. Let's see what comes through with these cards, Libra. Yeah, some of you some of you may be something here about news of the birth. You may be wondering if you can like trust the situation here. Because Knight of Cups, it can be someone like has idealistic love, like a hopeless romantic. But it looks like you're getting prepared for some sort of life-changing moment here. 4:40 on the clock right now, Libra. And 4, you are protected. 444, you are protected. Some of you may not know a lot about this person or a lot about this opportunity. There's some sort of life-changing moment happening for you, Libra. Either romance or business. Just stay realistic, I feel here. Let's see what comes through with messages. Nourishment. Blank canvas. Watchful power. Divine protection watched over. Yeah, your guides. Yeah, you're definitely being watched over by loved ones here. Your guides are guarding you and want you to know that you are safe and protected from whatever it is that you're fearful from. The worst is now behind you. Yeah, some of you may have been dealing with something that appeared exceptional, but it was only a perception. Maybe you received some assistance from your guides in regards to the situation, because it's preparing you for some sort of something big, some sort of life-changing moment. That's for some. But you have nourishment, health, nutrition. Your guides are gently encouraging you to make healthier lifestyle choices. When you take good care of your body, your outlook and self-esteem naturally blossoms. You have blank canvas, fresh start, reset, clean slate. Your past does not equal your future. You can make your future whatever you want it to be starting right now. It's up to you how you want to paint it. Do you have any Libras in here? Moving on to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, let's see. Yeah, Leo's done. Messages for Scorpio. What animal best represents Scorpio at this time, Source? There's no timestamp, but you can look for the card right here. It'll say Leo. So, animal that best represents Scorpio at this time, Source. All right, Scorpio, you're being represented as the elephant. It's about heritage, family, and loyalty. And gentle giant, the elephant has a commanding presence and projects authority. The elephant asks you to step up into your leadership skills to build your community into the harmonious herd you envision. Family is of paramount importance to the elephant, and its presence asks you to think about the relationship you have with yours, whether related by blood or chosen. When the elephant is present, you're viewed as a steady force, offering kindness and leading with a compassionate heart. Pay respect to your ancestors and cast a vision for your descendants. Notice if anyone around you feels like they've been with you for lifetimes. This person is a part of your soul family, remaining with you through many incarnations. How committed are you to the community you belong to? The elephant guides you to cast aside self-interest for the time being and connect more deeply with the people you call family. Your heritage gives you clues every single day. Elephant's also about overcoming obstacles. So let's see, messages for Scorpio. Source, messages for Scorpio. Man. Fear, worries, intense situations. And this can be someone in soul family. It can be family. You're being guided to seek out information that can help you. So there could be fears or worries around a man, or the man can be your energy too. Take it how it resonates. But there are dealings or relationships with the man here that's bringing about some sort of fear, worry, or tense situation. This says, there's no telling when or where the dagger will strike. This card forewarns the Aquarius of a period filled with fears and worries and tense situations. Yeah, so it could be around a masculine here, Scorpio. That could be your energy. So let's pull some tarot here. It's going to be involving soul family, our family. Hey, Cleo. So let's see. Tarot for Scorpio. Yeah, it could be friend, 3 of Cups there. I feel like you're going to find solution with the Three of Cups. There's going to be solution here, Scorpio. Let's see. You're going to be in your power. Seeing things in a new perspective. Yeah, I don't know. You may have felt kind of betrayed, you know, but Source is saying the worst is behind you, exciting new experiences on the horizon with the Ten of Swords here. I feel like you're working on shifting your perspective, because coming from fear, making decisions out of fear, it's only going to birth more fear. So I feel like you're stepping into your power with the Queen of Wands there, wanting to manifest from your inner divinity, not from fear. Two of Cups is like putting the past behind for more peace and harmony in your life. No, not Pisces yet. We're on Scorpio. See for the card right here. That lets you know what sign we're on. You may feel like certain situations right now is kind of paused, and you could be waiting for situations to improve, or someone around you is waiting for situation to improve with that Hanged Man there. Let's see. I feel like you're not wanting to come from ego. The Hangman with the hands behind his back represents free from ego. You're kind of just having to be in this period where you're kind of surrendering so you can allow for deeper wisdom to emerge. Yeah. Yeah. You may be feeling unprepared or a bit of insecurity, right? But it's forcing you to grow. You may felt unprepared for the situation, but you're gaining that wisdom, that insight. You have ring the alarm. You could be reacting to some sort of threat here, but it's about empowering yourself, seeing truth situation. Hey, Yagmer. So you feel like this came out here. Master Manifestor. I feel like this is a side note here. You have Conjuring and Alchemy. The universe is on your side. There is power and magic available to you now. How you choose to access this power and what you do with it is entirely up to you. Let's see. Messages for Scorpio here. I feel like you're kind of in this period where you kind of are trying to gain insight about what to do next. Because it might be a situation that you weren't very prepared for, Scorpio. Hey, Yagmer. Okay. Hope you sleep well, Yagmer. Messages for Scorpio, source. Yeah, justice, order, righted wrongs, law. If you've encountered unfair treatment, trust that your guardian angels will provide clarity. That's what you're getting with that hanged man. To help resolve the situation in your favor and restore harmony back into your life. Yeah, that's the Two of Cups there. But you do have performer, chameleon, concealment. Wearing a mask or taking on roles to fit in makes it impossible to manifest your true desires. Create a life that feels good on the inside, not just one that looks good on the outside. And you do have solitude, solo path, self-reliance. Try not to absorb any more external energy. Yeah, no, Scorpio. And carve out some essential time, alone time, to give you a chance to experiment and discover who you really are as an individual. All right, so let's see here. You are going to overcome challenge, Scorpio. Let's move on to Sagittarius. Okay, so let's see what animal best represents Sagittarius at this time. You're being represented as the fish, Sagittarius. Fertility, subconscious, and health. The fish swims into our subconscious when we need to pay attention to what is lurking beneath the surface. Water is an element associated with emotions and the depth of feeling contained in your soul. If you dive deep enough, you may be surprised by what you find. The fish is a sign of fertility, for where there is water, there is also life. For that reason, fish also seen as a sign of good health, containing vitality and nutrients. Like the womb, water nurtures, allowing flow and providing sustenance for growth. Water is home to the feminine, and the fish acts as a messenger of the Divine Mother. In this realm, fish supports their communities, traveling with each other and uniting as one in schools. The fish encourages you to seek support and bond with your community as you pursue your soul searching. They can remind you of your truth as you swim closer and closer to the depths of who you are. Let's get some messages for Sagittarius, Swords. Got a side message. Spiritual love. Yeah, this is like you feeling like the love, unconditional love from source, from spirit, within your own being. It's like wanting to share, connect with fellow man there. Let's see, messages for Sagittarius. Someone is working against you behind your back. You're slowly but surely getting ahead. Yeah, someone you know may be undependable and sincere. But regardless of this, like you're still slowly but surely getting ahead. So you got rat here. Not yet. around Sagittarius right now. You'll see the card right here that lets you know which one we're on. Yeah, sharp-eyed rat peers from its hiding place in the grass. It observes everything the querist does and looks for a chance to use it to its own advantage. This card is a warning that someone is working against you behind your back. It also advises you to be careful in what you do and say, as it could be used against you. Do not accuse anyone of being the rat unless you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, this accusation could come back to haunt you. Just kind of be mindful who you trust and what you share. Someone may be like waiting for you to mess up or something like that. So just be mindful. But you got Tortoise here. There are many obstacles to be crossed, and to the onlooker, it appears as if the tortoise will never get there. So some people may be thinking like you're never going to reach your goal, or like they're looking for something to use against you or something like that. Like you may feel some opposition when it comes to something that you're wanting. But however, the tortoise finds a way around all of the obstacles and finally reaches its goal. So regardless, you're going to reach your goal. You're going to be successful. This card advises you against becoming discouraged when you do not quickly reach a goal. Even though it may seem to you that you're not making progress, the opposite is true. Let's pull some tarot for Sag. And you do have good supporters in your community with the fish. Yeah, there's something that you're learning, and I feel like you're overcoming challenge. Yeah, there's something that's really catching your interest. You're reinventing yourself, and you're taking the challenge when it comes to putting in the effort. Three of Swords can come through sometimes when it's like things we have to do, but we're kind of like exercise or something like that just causes a bit of grief or emotional uncomfortability or discomfort. But I feel like you're rising above the challenge. You're flowing with the current, pushing past resistance. As you're mastering some sort of skill, you're working on something here with the Eight of Pentacles. You may feel like you do have someone kind of working against you behind your back here, but you're still just nose to the grind, continuously working. It's like you've had success before, and it's like you're mastering something. Some of you could be in school, educating yourself. Just don't allow yourself to get thrown off balance here. Because you are going to reach your goal, even if it takes time. Prove them wrong, Sagittarius. Prove them wrong. Let's see. Just for Sagittarius. Use it to fuel you. Yeah. Messages for Sagittarius. Yeah. Yeah, be careful of mental breakdown. Yeah, don't overthink. It may be time to pause and reflect. Don't burn yourself out. You could have some sort of change, relocation. Maybe you're moving. Maybe there's a shift that's happening here. It kind of reminds me of moving, you know? It's like you're in the process, because moving, when you have to move all your stuff, it's like, ugh. But when you get to that new place and you get all your stuff unpacked, it's like a sense of relief. So don't give up. Know it's going to take time. You're kind of working through a lot of things here, but you're going to feel rewarded when it's done. But make sure you're not burning yourself out. Make sure you're taking time to pause and reflect. And there could be an easier way to do what it is that you're doing to reach that goal. So kind of as you're learning here with the Page of Pentacles, kind of open yourself up to maybe easier ways of accomplishing things. Maybe reaching out to community as well with the fish. See messages for Sagittarius. Oops. Yeah, you got hidden enemies. That's okay. Course correct. Wrong path mistakes. Yeah, so the divine is closing doors that do not align with your highest good, especially those that may steer you back into familiar patterns and constraints. The reason for it will become apparent later on. So some doors are closing, but it's for good, because it's kind of, you may feel kind of like a pull to kind of repeat old patterns. I would do a cleansing of your energy. Could have evil eye, stuff like that. Just kind of cleanse your energy if you can. Sagittarius. And try to catch yourself if you feel like you're falling into familiar patterns and constraints. This could even be like old energies, right? Because you are like diving into your subconscious with the fish. So be mindful. Don't burn yourself out. Give yourself time to pause and reflect so you don't fall into old patterns. Because there is a course correct right here, but it's for your highest good. You have return to silence, work in silence, hidden enemies. Don't let enemies get a chance to attack you before you've done anything. Your greatness will show in your results, never in your talk. So just move in silence. If someone says something, don't feed into it. Just your greatness will be shown in your results. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're really good at what you do. Just continue working here. And you have better not to know. Surprise, not meant to know. Have faith in the universe and avoid relying solely on your own understanding. Your guides have chosen to withhold information for now, as you are not prepared to receive all the answers. So there's surprises for you ahead. But it's better not to know, they're saying, for some reason. Oh, thanks, Crystal. Yeah. And some things people aren't meant to know. So just be mindful what you share, right? moving on to Capricorn. So let's see what animal best represents Capricorn at this time. What animal best represents Capricorn at this time, source? All right, Capricorn, you're represented as the firefly. Illuminate, glow, and hope. The unassuming firefly appears quite ordinary in daylight. However, its magic turns on at night as it illuminates against the dark sky as if one with the stars. The firefly lights a path for you to shine and asks you to forego the world of external appearances to look within. Give yourself permission to ignite your inner gifts. The light that fireflies use is a means of communication, especially in mating rituals, with specific messages of attraction embedded in every flicker. The firefly would like you to trust that you are drawing the right people into your life. Not everybody belongs in your circle, and those that do will find you. However, you must also lay the groundwork and meet the universe halfway. Fine-tune your flicker and core beliefs, and you will attract those like-minded beings you've been waiting for. In doing so, you take on a conscious approach to life. It isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. So let's get some messages here for Capricorn. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. Just be mindful. Forces working against you. But you are going to be shown the way with the torch. Yeah, just be mindful. The parrot kind of reminds me of people just kind of run at the mouth. Yeah, because not everyone belongs in your circle, and you're kind of finding those people that do. The symbol is warning you to guard your tongue. Otherwise, someone else will be gossiping about things you would rather keep secret. And you have axe here. The axe is a warning to be very careful, as there is danger in the air and there is no telling from which direction it will come. So just be mindful about what you say. Like if there's some things that you'd rather not other people know, just kind of be mindful of that. And just kind of be mindful of, just kind of what you say, Capricorn. Let's get some tarot. Yeah, just be mindful about what you say, because someone might kind of run off and tell other people. Just be mindful. But I do see like you're going to take some sort of leap of faith and have success. You also could be learning new skills that will assist you in your journey. I feel like you're kind of exploring avenues here. There could be a shift in direction. The nine ones usually depict shifts in career, but it can be a shift in any direction. And I feel like you're kind of forming plans here. So like you may have something in mind with the Lovers, something that you feel like is a good fit, but you could be kind of exploring different ways of accomplishing your goal. So you can figure out which field to really plant seeds in. And again, you are going to find people that you connect with as long on your journey. The Firefly and the Lover. So you're going to find people that you have a nice bond with, Capricorn. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, you're weeding stuff out because you're building happiness, yeah? You're weeding out negative voices in your ear, and the parrot can be like even like your own negative self-talk. It's like you're weeding out negative self-talk, toxic influences. You're also like finding people that are to be in your inner circle. And you are like building happiness here. You're shedding old habits too. And you're finding inner peace with the heart and soul as you're persevering. Some of you are looking for a romantic partner, and it's like you're kind of weeding out the people that are just going to be in and out, you know? And you're also like building a good quality of life again. So it's like you're finding what works and what doesn't work as well. So let's get messages for Capricorn. Solid ground, reliability, and permanence. Without a solid foundation, you'll have trouble creating anything of value. It's time to evaluate which parts of your life are solid and which areas require some fine tuning. And that's what we were saying. So you got glimmering euphoria, happiness, and celebration. Allow your inner light to shine brightly. Oh, it's so funny, the firefly. A wave of good fortune is on the horizon, ushering in an opportunity to welcome more joy and happiness into your life. Passion ignited, desire, and excitement. It's time to find joy in life's simple pleasures. Whenever you learn to enjoy in what lights you up, then your vibration will rise and attract more passion and contentment into your life. Yeah, as you shine who you are, it's like you're going to attract soul tribe to you. You're going to attract the mate that's for you. You're building solid foundation. This right now, this is Allsigns, Sahiba. Okay, so we're going to move on to Aquarius. Aquarius. Hi, Source. Let's get an animal that represents Aquarius at this time. Oh, Aquarius in the house. All right. Sure, let me know how this reading resonates for you. So let's see. Let's get an animal that represents Aquarius at this time, Source. Aquarius, you're being represented as the beaver. All right, beaver is about inventiveness, tenacity, and engineering. Where there's a will, there's a way. The beaver displays a burst of creativity and upbeat persistence that cannot be dampened. These creatures are industrious in their movements and incredibly resourceful natural builders, using anything from rocks to tree branches, vegetation, and even mud to construct their dams. They are engineers of their environment, able to carry a project out from blueprint to 3D model. The beaver aids you in seeing a project through to completion and encourages you to rely on your wits for guidance when you're lacking resources. Be creative. As you envision your finished project, how can you reinvent the wheel and put your own spin on it? The beaver gives you tenacity, follow through, and ingenious problem solving. When you're feeling stuck, summon the beaver to guide you with precision and diligence, allowing you to identify your blocks so you can break through your personal dams. Let's get messages here for Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius. Oh, you got a side message. Just be mindful of your finances, Aquarius. Let's see. It's just for Aquarius, Source. Family sorrow. A journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So you could be reconstructing something in regards to family. Let's see, Weeping Willow. This card signifies there will be a time of family sorrow for the Aquarius. The sorrow could be over family members, but it can also be over a number of other matters pertaining to the family, such as business, financial, legal, or medical. The symbol indicates that you will take either a long physical or spiritual journey from where you are at the moment. Information that you're given or find out on this journey will alter your view of life forever. Some of you could also be healing from like old blocks, like that maybe you've had for a long time, maybe from childhood with that family sorrow and the elephant. But you're on this journey. You will overcome obstacle. Like if you're dealing with something with the family, the elephant says you are going to overcome this obstacle. You're going to find information that's going to help you in regards to that. Yes, Capricorn's done. So let's pull some tarot here for Aquarius. Welcome back, Cleo. Yeah, you're busting through some blocks here. Yeah, there's some sort of opportunity, some sort of creative. It's like you're overcoming some blocks. because you're planning to step outside of your comfort zone. It's like you're wanting to face fear because you see something good on the other side of it. And so this is about you busting through these blocks with the beavers, like you're breaking the dam here, Aquarius. And it's like you're going to get some idea, some divine inspiration, some sort of spark within you that's going to bust through that. It's like you're going to realize something, have some sort of epiphany, some sort of idea here. Let's see, for Aquarius. This is like a lot of energy, like propelling you forward. It's for Aquarius. Yeah. Oh, you go, oh, the Holy Grail? What? You're finding the Holy Grail, Aquarius? Yeah, because you may have felt excluded or blackballed or just felt intentionally shut out. And it's like this old shadow of like rejection or something like that. But you're finding the Holy Grail, this divine inspiration of your resources, of your wisdom, of what it is that you're able to build, what it is you're able to do here. You do have connections to ancient traditions, lost civilizations, even extraterrestrial connections, some of you star seeds. Wow, you're finding the Holy Grail, Aquarius. This journey, it's like you're finding solution. Tapping into your resources. See, messages for Aquarius. Oh, Cardinals, yes. So you're Libra. Yeah, I did Capricorn. Let's see. Messages for Aquarius, source. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, you do have divine support. Wow. New life, birth conception, new life is on its way. Will be like a surge of fresh energy, yes, and fusing your projects, work, and creative concepts with electrifying potential. Luck is definitely on your side. Yeah, it's like you've learned lessons. You will have to learn the necessary lesson in order to be free from it for good. Embrace the opportunity to learn and evolve, as it will pave the way for a new way of life. And you do have celestial assistance here. Divine support and fated events. There is something that is destined to be yours and yours alone. Trust in the power of divine forces to gently guide you towards where you should be. Stick with it and see where it takes you. Good reading for Aquarius. Right now, reaching the end with Pisces. All right, Source, give me an animal that represents Pisces. You know what? I didn't put my information. I'll probably go live. I'll probably start another live, High Priestess. I'll start another live here shortly. I'll hop off, take a little break, and I'll be live again. So let's get a animal that represents. Oh yeah, okay, High Priestess, I got you. Let me get an animal that represents Pisces, Source. Animal that represents Pisces. All right, Pisces, you're being represented as the lion. Pride, legacy, and courage. King of the jungle, the lion wears its mane regally among its pride. The lion is a natural-born leader, directing others with an authoritative ease. Inventive and perceptive, the lion encourages you to step into the role of leadership and believe wholeheartedly in your vision. You are here to build a lasting contribution beyond your lifetime, which means that you need a strong team to help you do it. The legacy you create will take courage, willpower, and strength to get the wheels in motion. But you have all the resources in the world to do it, as you boldly set an example for others. The lion points to the innate power you must tap into so you can maximize your efforts to the fullest. Be careful of your passion turning into anger, as this could be the quickest way to lose your devoted following. When you learn to channel that anger into constructive outlets, you will be an unstoppable force. I already did Libra. You can rewind and find the Libra card. Libra's already done. So let's get messages for Pisces. Messages for Pisces, Source. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Skills, keep your life in balance. Yeah, torch blazes against the night sky, illuminating everything and making it clear. So will everything become clear to the querist. You will experience great enlightenment, spiritual awareness, and understanding. Yeah, a pair of perfectly balanced scales. Here's a warning that your life is out of balance. If you wish to experience true satisfaction in your life, then you must analyze your lifestyle and do whatever is necessary to restore a proper balance. Let's pull some tarot. Seize the day. Yeah, that's the Holy Grail too. Yeah, you're taking charge. Emperor with the lions, like you're taking charge, stepping into leadership. You're finding passion within planning and within stepping into your powers. You're being optimistic, finding emotional fulfillment with the Ten of Cups, the bliss, being able to hold joy, while also being aware of the dark, but being able to hold on to that joy still, that light. It's like there's this new opportunity, Pisces, that you're seizing. With the Knight of Swords, you're gathering more information about new beginnings in your life. You're also healing with the Ace of Cups. There's acceptance and forgiveness with the Ace of Cups. You've been thinking very deeply. Maybe wanting to start a business even. Some of you are being shown the way when it comes to love in your life. Let's see. Let's get some more for Pisces. Yeah, you're changing belief. Yeah, it's like you're allowing yourself to dream is what I get. And that makes sense, Pisces, right? Says delusional holds unrealistic beliefs or fantasies, crazy thinking, but is it? It's like you're allowing yourself to dream here. You're expanding your mindset. You're having the spiritual development, right? You're gaining clarity about something that you may have been uncertain about. It's like you're also learning something unexpected. You're growing and maturing. You're letting go of old limiting beliefs. There's like something coming to light here with the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords can be like something coming to light, big changes. You're finding what's out of balance in your life and you're correcting that. Let's see. Messages for Pisces. Messages for Pisces. Yeah. Some of you want to be entrepreneur, nourishment, health and nutrition. So one part that's out of balance is self-care. Saying your guides are gently encouraging you to make healthier lifestyle choices. When you take good care of your body, your outlook and self-esteem naturally blossoms. You have devilish intentions, materialism, and shadow self. You must face your shadow self and accept that it is part of your being. It is the only way you'll be able to fight back so you may draw from your strengths and overcome your weaknesses. And you have business affairs, entrepreneur, business owner. Don't underestimate the influence you can have in the business world. Your inner self craves to express its uniqueness by creating a business that mirrors your identity and values. Go for it. That's the season of the day for Pisces. Yeah, I think part of your shadow is this ambition, Pisces, you know? Just don't forget to take really good care of yourself and keep your life in balance. All right, so that's what we have for all signs. So we'll be live again later on after I take a short break, and I'll do like free and paid questions. I hope everyone got something from the readings. That's my hope. Let's put these cards up here. Yeah, I don't have timestamps. You have to look for the card. I didn't write down timestamps. All right, guys. So I will be live again here shortly to do free and paid. And I will see everyone then. All right. Bye, guys.